Okay, so I was traveling last week with the family. I was in it was wild because it was like we were in Jersey, then I was in Philly, I was in Jersey, then I was in Philly again. And came back and then we were a couple of days and then we had to drive up to Minneapolis just to kind of take Sharon for her birthday and Destiny some stuff and everything, take them to the Mall of America. We went there and kicked it in Minneapolis and stuff. So it was cool. It was cool. If I would have knew anybody that was out there, I think I would have reached out, but I didn't know if anybody was out there. So if any of y'all are in that area, let me know. I'm always up for meeting and doing some stuff and kicking it with folks and everything. I think some folks like I'll do that and I'll message them like, hey, can let's go out, men, women, whatever. They look probably like, what is he trying? This is what I do. If I see you on Facebook and we buddies and we've been talking and stuff for years, I'm going to reach out if I know where you at. If I know where you at, and I'm all over the place. So I'm definitely like, yeah, we can sit down and chill and stuff and chop it up. So there was a couple of things I'm gonna talk about. One of the things I found out, I don't know who saw it, but I didn't make a post about it, but I figure I can go to it now. As y'all know, my what I call manga, the Extraordinary Mosiah, we got it. I've been doing this year. I've been putting it in a bunch of film festivals and stuff, and so we put it in the New York Animation Film Awards. We put it in there, and so it moved on from the semifinals to the finals. Yeah, so I don't know if it'll make it to the finals until September 5th. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. The thing about it is like, so I'm kind of excited, but then I'm like, this is a passive thing. I kind of put it out there just to see how it'll work and get some information and feedback on it and stuff. And so far, things have been cool. I'm probably going to release it. It's about like 20 minutes or so. I'm probably going to release it fully in like December or something. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about going around December, early January, after I get it through all these film festival runs and see what we can get on it. So we're trying to see how to go. We already won one award for it for the DigiFest, and then we'll see how it goes with the it was wild because I got this email saying that it had made it to the finals, and it was funny because in the second email, well, the first, not the second, this would be the second. In the first email, it shows that I was in the semifinals, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And it says like on this one that if you don't hear back from them by the 21st, you didn't make it. So basically, it's like if you don't hear back from us, we kept it rolling. We went to somebody else. And I'm like, "Okay, that's cool. I like that. I don't mind that. I know they went to somebody else. It's all good." The 21st came. I was like, "Oh man, must didn't happen." But then I got this email, the 22nd at 8:58. So. So I was like, oh man, I guess we did make it to the finals. So it's interesting. It's interesting. It's cool and everything. But again, this is kind of a passive thing. This isn't something where I'm just like, oh, it gotta happen. And this is a passive thing. I'm working on some other stuff that I'm really hoping to get done now. But this is passive, but it's still cool. It's still cool. It's still cool. So it is what it is. But we'll see how that goes. So what I want to talk about, I made this post and it said, growing up black, you used to always pick the black guy in a video game. And it got me thinking, I was like, I didn't like most black characters. So before we get too far, I'm gonna talk about two recent things that made me think about this as well. Because at first I was just gonna let it rock, and then I was like, let it go on and don't worry about it. But I was thinking, I had watched Aliens Romulus, and it might be Alien, Alien. Romulus, and then the Star Wars Acolyte thing yesterday. And I'm sitting here and I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, I get what's being said and I understand, but so I'm gonna bounce around between the two of those, right? Like I'm gonna just kind of spit out what I thought because I watched Romulus Monday, Tuesday, and that was cool. And then I watched the Acolyte mainly because I've seen so much back and forth, and I've always kind of like for me, I don't really care about Star Wars stories unless they have something to do with like specific Jedi and stuff like that, right? Like I don't care about them other folks. Even like I'm still waiting for a Knights of the Old Republic game, not the Old Republic, just Knights of the Old Republic. That was on Xbox, and they keep talking about redoing it and stuff. My worry is that they're gonna mess it up like they are known to do, when all you got to do is just upgrade the graphics and do some other quality of life things and keep it moving. That was one of my favorites, just because you get to be the Jedi, and then you can play it a little bit different.